And let's take a look at other stories now, where hundreds of Kabul residents have rushed to the new Kabul bank to withdraw money from the accounts as the Taliban fighters entered the city. Civilians fear that the Taliban could reimpose strict laws that eliminate women's rights. Most residents are rushing to leave the country, lining up at cash machines to withdraw their life savings.
I am here to withdraw my salary. The government is not solving our problems. I am here from 6 o'clock. No one pays attention to us. Lots of people gathered here and they want to withdraw their money. No one listens to us. Bank workers come out and say, go back, we don't have cash. Next time they say, wait until we receive the cash. Next time they say, we haven't done the counting yet. Just come and go.
Wow, quite disturbing, the situation in Afghanistan.
Very, very disturbing. Okay, let's turn to Arise News analyst as he joins us again. MAHMUD JEGA, new development in Afghanistan, 20 years of pushing the Taliban, you know, to the deserts and the stony or mountainous areas. They found their way again to the capital and are said to declare an emirate.
Well, you see, from the moment in April when American President Biden said the U.S. was withdrawing its troops, almost everybody thought that the days of the Afghan government are numbered. But almost nobody thought it would be this quick.
Fast,
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, even the CIA estimated that a month or two. And look at how within 2 weeks or even 1 week, everything just unraveled, and the president has fled, and the Taliban has virtually taken over. It's a really shocking development.
That means the Afghan army, is it a matter of training? They were not well trained or what, or they just are in support of the Taliban?
I don't think they are in support of the Taliban. It's just that the right formula was never found. They are completely demoralized, you see, as soon as the Americans left with too much speed. I mean, let's be frank. Maybe if it had taken a year or two, they said we are gradually withdrawing, and then you take over this and that. But the speed of the American withdrawal completely
that
disorganized.
That dealt a psychological blow to the Afghan troops, because of course there are reports that some of them who even surrendered to the Taliban were killed. Although for now we still have sketchy information concerning that. But let's look at the fact that the resumed peace talks in Doha is still ongoing, and of course the United Nations Security Council is set to meet in about 10 hours or so. How should the international community be handling this? Because this, if it goes out of hand, has its implications on the entire world.
The so-called peace talks taking place in Doha don't mean anything at all now, because the Taliban have taken over everything. They are already sitting in the presidential palace. They are being careful with the city of Kabul because it is very large with millions of people, and also because they know that the international media and others are still there. So if they were to carry out some of the atrocities that they were reported to have carried out in the rural areas, like the execution of the special Afghan forces, it will be beamed almost live to the world. So they are behaving right now until they consolidate their power, and also until the Americans finish leaving, because there are now about 5,000 American troops at the airport. There is no need to fight them from the Taliban point of view. Let them just go. Then we consolidate, then we will see their real character.
And Al-Qaeda, Taliban, I mean, Al-Qaeda found a home in Afghanistan during the Taliban.
Yes.
President Muhammadu Buhari has just written, you know, an article for the Financial Times of London, talking about the dangers, inherent dangers, with the fall of the legitimate government in Afghanistan and the spread of terrorists, you know, into Africa, and appealing to the West, to the US and the West, and say what Nigeria and Africa need is not military aid, but construction, talking of infrastructural development and empowerment of the youth, developing its economy, developing its agriculture and the rest. What are your fears here with this overthrow it?
Well, first of all, of course, the dangers are always there, because what brought the Americans into Afghanistan in the first place was because exactly Taliban sheltered Al-Qaeda, which used it as a base and launched the 9/11 attacks. That was the beginning of it. But now Al-Qaeda is substantially destroyed, and the Taliban itself has been saying in recent years that if they return to power, they will not shelter Al-Qaeda again. That's what they said, but you know, it has to be seen. And there is a danger for us, but certainly the danger is bigger for the Western powers themselves, because Al-Qaeda does not target small poor countries.
We're seeing modus of operandi really change across the globe with a lot of these terrorist organizations. But of course, we need to find a lasting solution to what's going on in Afghanistan before, of course, it becomes worse than what it already is. MAHMUD, JEGA, I would have to say thank you so much for joining us tonight on the program.